Hi everyone and welcome back to another chapter in the series of event tools. Now let me mention this first. This video is in continuation from my previous video. So if you have not watched the second chapter of event tools, I highly recommend you go back and take a look at that video because the use case is pretty much similar, though this is a bit different use case. We will be playing around with the data we are receiving as part of the event, and that data will help us determine a lot of things when it comes to the generated alert output. So let's take a look at one of the existing events that was created from a tool named Elastic. The source is Elastic, and this is what the data looks like. This is just a unique combination of data, and then as part of the message key we are receiving the application service name, and then which environment this is a prod environment, and then some of the other details related to the event. Now here's a catch and a difference as compared to the previous use case that we've discussed in my previous video. Previously we were getting the exact name of the application service as part of the event within the message key or additional information. Both are same. But in this case, we are not getting an exact match. So it also becomes important for us to figure out a way to determine the exact name of the application service using the partial name that we are receiving as part of the event. So let's go ahead and create our event tool first. I'm going to click on create event tool button, and then let's give it some name. Let's say APM Elastic, and then let's go to the event filter tab. Maybe we can use type field. Type is APM. Then we can go to transform and compose alert output. Now this is going to be pretty much same. I'm going to use CI underscore identifier. And again, I will have to create that additional variable from the information I'm getting as part of the alert or event, sorry. So let's click here, and we're going to create a pattern. I am going to highlight this section because this is my application service name. I'm going to call it part application service, which means partial application service. And as I mentioned, we can create a few other variables which overall helps us in data mining. And let's call this one our third variable. Click on done. So my variable name is $. So I'm going to pass part app service here. And I think this part is done. Let's go to the threshold tab. We don't want to do anything over there. So override the default binding. I want to use CI field matching. And again, I'm going to select application service over here if it is available. Maybe this is, yeah, it's the service instance in this particular instance of service now. Previous instance was a different one. So now let me save this event tool and let's take a look at the data. So the way data is present in this instance is claims check issuance prod. This is the complete name of the application service. Rather than just claims check issuance, it has multiple environments. So every entry is appended by the environment name, whether it is dev, any other subpod instance or prod. So by default, we need to consider that everything that is coming in as part of the event is for pod instance. So what I'm going to do is, as part of my event tool, I'm going to append the CI identifier with the environment name. But let's first check out how it works out currently without specifying the environment name. So this is the script I'm already having here. Let's just create an event tool. Sorry, let's just create an event. I'm going to navigate to the events module. Yeah, this is the one which was created just now. Let's open this alert. So the configuration item is populated as claims check issuance, but that was not the desired one. We wanted claims check issuance part to be populated over here because that is a different requirement altogether. Now let's go to our event tool and try to append this CI identifier with the environment name, because it is quite clear that it has to be the pod environment every single time. So let's just append pod over here and see how this one works. I'm going to go back to my background script and do certain modifications to the message key so that it is unique. Now let's click on run script again and refresh the events list. So this is the one which was just created, and let's open this event and we can also take a look at the processing nodes. Event tool applied APM elastic, so this part is working fine. Now let's open the alert. Yes, so the configuration item is now populated as claims check issuance part. So this was just another use case which I wanted to demonstrate, where we can not just accept values as it is when they're received from the events, but we can also do some modification on the name part and add those along with the regex patterns. So thank you so much for watching.